Welcome back. I'm wondering what triggers weather changes in this game. I want my hat. I've just been through another sewer, so I should probably change. But right now, my first thought is to get back to the other side of the West End. East side of the West End? Music. Ah. Is that the way straight back? Looks like. I'm in the park now, aren't I? Yep. I don't want to go in vaguely that direction. Yeah. Oh. Someone is supposedly coming. They can't get to me, I don't think. There's probably a way up. I don't remember. Did anyone drop anything? There's the way up.
He's mine! I'll take him!
Where are you? Oh, no, we want that one. Missed.
Fucking fast!
You and your flaming stick waving. Take that. Okay. There's probably something interesting around here somewhere. There's that box right there. Huh. Well, we already did the get all the weapons thing. You kind of need to kill everyone for that. Now let's just check the other side, shall we? Beware. Beware. Turn back before it's too late. Nasties downstairs. There's nothing special about them, so we'll give it a go. Oh god damn it, he defended. I don't care. You're not doing any activated damage, so I'll heal.
More Braille.
Ah,
I should bring this to Mason Swanborough.
yes I should. That's probably why I never finished this quest. I never came inside here and did all the things. There's probably another door on the other side that needs unlocking too. Yeah. Well, I must say, it seems like a very fine group of shops.
Don't come closer.
Yes, I will. I'll come as close as I bloody well like. Emphasis on the bloody. Hey, hey. No grenade. Turns out we've got a couple of sick people here, so... a couple of colds. In this rain, I'm not surprised. Oh, more of these as well. Yay, we can now make all the things. Really? You're taking the stairs? Corners. Gotta love them.
Here is another page of the formula for the cure for blindness.
Give it to me? Yes. Brilliant. I'm going to give you the location and the code you will need to find the cure, but you have to listen to me first.
Why? What is it?
If you find the proof that this treatment for blindness is real, I want to try it. Do you understand? No matter the risks.
Risks? What have you read in these pages that you're not telling me?
You already know what you need to know. I trust you, Dr. Reid. We share the same passion for science. Please bring back the formula.
Oh, fine.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Laboratory access code 2969. I assume I know where it is. Oh, there's a corpse there.
I've heard so many.
And oh, back that way. Oh, that's fine. I guess there was a door I couldn't open at the time. I guess the guard at Pre went and changed the lock on the gate because I had to go the long way around again. But at least this time we should be able to open the door up here. Scritching. I think that's the puppy that's outside. Things didn't turn out so well for you, did it? Well, it's very scientific, isn't it? Oh, you didn't though, did you? There's more of interest up here. Anything else? So that's it. Huh. Where am I now? Well, this is the right way to go, so.
I have found the secret laboratory, and I have the formula.
And the author of the diary, did you meet him?
Yes. He was badly disfigured. Nothing more than a beast. And I cannot guarantee it wasn't connected to his experiments.
I don't care. Give me the formula, Doctor.
Here it is. But please, be very careful. You're entering uncharted territories here.
This is what science has always been about, Dr. Reid. Thank you so much.
I can't say it's been a pleasure, but we're both scientists, and I am grateful you asked me to undertake this search for you.
I have something for you, then. It is the most precious thing I have to give. Even more important than the Swanborough secret recipe.
There is really no need for payment.
Please have it, Dr. Reid. I insist. I'm sure you'll find it more useful than I would.
Oh, damn it.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough.
I'm gonna have to look these things up.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
We're not gonna see the result of that until after we nap, I think. So we'll leave that there for now. I think it's time. Now, I was struggling to get to this for so long, and it took until now for me to realize I need to get to level 24 first. So, first off, it's about time we did something with this. And we really want to do something with this. That is our heavy hitter. We're not going beyond level 2 with that. No particular reason to do so with that either. I want to go further with these. Well, stamina would theoretically be more important. I think I want to leave them for now. We can try it and see what happens. Huh. Look who's here. A headache. We'll go take care of that. Yep, still raining. Where is she? Oops, wrong button. There she is. Nope, sitting in the rain, I'm surprised you have a headache instead of a cold. Oh, she's getting up.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reid. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Do you need my medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
No, I'm going to talk to you.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Please don't join the Garda Pre-1.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
That'd be interesting. Does she ever actually go there, and then does that happen? I'm not sure.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
Louise, what can you tell me about the vampire who captured you?
The little fucker claimed he'd fallen in love with me. That he wanted to spend eternity with me. Not a bad idea. At least that's the way it seemed at first.
Really? Did you consider accepting his proposal?
Well, immortality. Not a common wedding gift, is it? I think he just wanted to have his way with me. Can vampires even fuck, Doctor?
What? Well, I really can't answer that. Well, since they are creatures of blood, physically speaking, I suppose an erection is possible, but I...
Don't be embarrassed, Dr. Reid. I was just asking.
It's a shame that the lighting conspired against me. I wouldn't have been able to see his face. What to consider next time, I suppose.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
What the hell am I missing? Last one.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale, and be careful. Until we meet again.
Yeah, I've only been through the entire West End once, so yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm missing at this point.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
That's handy.
It's locked.
Did I go through the wrong place? Wait, is it first floor or second floor? Because I'm pretty sure this game mixed up the whole first floor or ground floor thing. Pretty sure the British do it differently than the Americans. Or colonials or whatever.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to the soil.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Through those boards, she's on the stage. It's kind of obvious. Pretty sure there's stuff to pick up around here that describes what happened in this place.
And many can testify to her kindness and beauty. For now she hides in shadow, ugly as sin. But when you burn and die,
Seriously, I think I should have found something by now. Ah. probably take care of everything down here. Oh god, get out of it. Corner, I'm stuck in a corner. Oh, again. And there we go. Oh, ram it.
For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Well, the upside of
You can but
dying is
lower your
finding this.
fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
Well, that sounds fun. Okay, let's lock the bitch down this time, shall we? See, much better.
But when you burn and die, she will rise and be queen again. Will they adore me again?
You're going to say the same stuff over and over, aren't you?
I have this thirst for blood.
I can't go there yet. Oh, here we go.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. You killed my children, my beloved. Die for the love of
What?
me.
Not fair. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Note to self, do the coagulation first so you know that the bloody abyss will land. You know this.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
God damn it.
Prepare to die. I summon thee, my children of the night. Fight! Maim! Spit! Kill!
This is going a lot better this time. Oh no, 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 no.
Hear and obey, or your queen commands you. Attack!
Yeah. Shit. Oh, for God's sake. Ah, son of a...
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Arise and save your queen, my slave.
Interesting. Shit.
Come to me.
Just calling them all at once now.
Avenge me!
Yeah, I'm fucked without stamina.
Your blood will be mine! Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who was once renowned.
Brava.
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
And now she's calling an ad.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Ha! Touché, sir. Arise and save your queen, my slave. Ha!
Oh, son of a
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop doing that. Where's my fucking... Hold still.
My blade shall pierce. I summon thee.
She's summoning more than one.
The night. Bite, maim, spit, kill.
Come back to the arena, why don't you?
Come to me.
Oh, seriously?
Servants, avenge me. Ha!
There we go.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
What you just said.
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
Literal drama queen.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that SKAL infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reid. But I'll let you go. For now.
You and I, McCullum, you're British.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
You should know better.
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Remember your bars, friends!
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing. Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reid. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
I'm tempted to snoop around some more, but
I must admit the Guard of Priwen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
maybe this is a fresh attack. Anyone in here this time?
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
I was wondering the same thing. Oh, right. It's over there. Thought he was going to be in his office for a second.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reid. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now,
I should be
I have
taking my hat
another
off.
task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
Ew.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reid. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reid. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Perhaps we should change some of the club's rules if we survive all of this. We need to soften some of our laws concerning redheads. Good evening, Dr. Reid. Have a drink and enjoy this night, for it could be our last.
Speak for yourself, chap.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating SKALS.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but SKALS, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Well, I'm not a big fan of turning anyone anyway, so...
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him. Good evening, Miss Teasdale.
Can I help you, Dr. Reid?
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London, throughout the country even.
He a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
That's fair.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
These are the documents you wanted me to look for. I think I've gathered all the available occult research about vampires.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. That'll help me separate the myths from the facts.
I'm not sure you can consider this material factual, but it's yours now. What do you intend to do with it?
First, I'm going to show them to Venus. It'll open her eyes and make her understand the importance of my mission.
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the beluga in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
I may have...
Ooh, yes! That's what does it. Excellent.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant. The embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson, by any chance?
Well, I've never met the man personally, but I invested money in some of his companies when I came to London. A brilliant businessman.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I never met the man. I know Clarence tried to contact him recently, but I don't know why.
Did Clarence recently show you documents that prove the existence of vampires?
Yes, he did. And he also told me you spent a few nights gathering research for him. Seriously, Jonathan. Why feed his obsession like that?
He's my friend. I thought it might help him rest, instead of going outside at night. Tell me, what are your thoughts about vampires?
Gibberish and poppycock. Dracula was a good book, but these documents were just mumbo-jumbo. I burnt them all as soon as Clarence went outside again.
At this point I should probably check the map, actually. Yep, we should go have a word with him. And it stopped raining, so I'll have to get changed again anyway.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated SKAL. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a SKAL he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. Called them Icors.
Icky, Icors.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
Why would she go there for that, huh?
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Please show... Of course.
Yep. Nice. Okay, let's take a look. Damage. Oh, I'm short on both of them. That's disappointing. Well, I want to use both for supernatural things. Or do I want to keep one for the humans? I think I'll stick to the vampire stuff because I don't plan to switch over until when? Check that. Yep. Until the final boss. The final boss cannot be stunned. Where's yeah, that's her stake. Like this? We could. We got plenty of those anyway. What about these? Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, the thing with the double-barreled shotguns is they fire both at once and then you have to reload. It's technically inefficient. Oh, let's have a look. I'm still debating whether to use this one or this one. Oh, that's all I can do there. Let's take a look. Yeah, we've got sick people here too. Fatigue, headache, fatigue, headache. And a few sick people in the docks too. Have you seen me heal all of these people? I can't remember. Do you want to? Meh. Everyone's got cold. Interesting. Okay, so I went and looked this one up. There is a house, and on the door is a note. And the note gives a hint. I think I turn right up ahead. So I'm pretty sure I've already been there. Yeah. There it is. Oh dear.
Maybe there's a way to break into this house.
Why would I break into the house? I don't want to break into the house. Oh, I think I get it. You're supposed to find the note first, then you go to the house and get the mission. Well, that's a bit awkward.
Why did your father feel guilty? He seemed so eager to welcome you back, as though he'd done something wrong.
Last time we saw each other, we had a terrible argument. I left the house and ended up in a pub. That's where the vampire met me. Dead drunk.
I see.
We argued a lot, me and Dad. But I always came home. I'm sure that's why he went to find me. He knew something bad had happened.
Your father never gave up on you. In the end, he risked everything to save the daughter he loved.
Yeah, that was my dad. Tough bastard, just like me. Even if I'd broken his leg, he would have gone looking for me.
What do you mean?
That last argument we had, it was more of a fight, actually. He slapped me and I kicked him hard in the balls.
Good for you. This is another one that depends on you looking at and reading things. I think it's this one. She comes to this corner. Yeah. This late in the game, expecting us to explore thoroughly, look around and read everything, it's a bit unrealistic. I mean, my first time through this game, I didn't go through everything here. I wanted to see how it was going to end at this point.
Rats. Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
Oh, I haven't mastered this yet.
I need to find information about Aloysius Dawson. What can you tell me about him?
Don't trust him. He's looking for the same thing I was. Rats? No, not rats. Something else. I don't remember.
Immortality.
Tell me what really happened to you, Karina.
He was so handsome, so charming. He asked if I'd obey him in every way. I said yes. And then
He tricked you.
Yes. He has promised me eternal life. And now I must eat these rodents for attaining it. But of course, it's a lie.
Did I already do that one on the other save?
Tell me about vampires, Karina. You must have met one recently.
He promised he would help me, give me immortality, make me escape this world of death. He promised.
Who is he? How did you meet him?
I can't tell you, Doctor. He won't let me.
This vampire is as powerful as he is wicked.
Help me, please, Dr. Reid. Help me.
Karina, I order you to reveal to me the name of the vampire who took control of your will. Speak their name.
Don't you dare interfere with my game, Ekon. Go find yourself your own toy and let me play with mine.
Who are you? Reveal yourself. Let this woman be.
Why? What would be the fun in that? It's so amusing to see her defile herself, one bite at a time.
Lovely. But yeah, that's everything.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
I think that's all we're looking for right now. Let's take a look. Yes. I think we have to wait for him until later. Yeah, I think we're done on this side of the West End. Now I just need to remember how to get back to the other side. Let's assume I do so, and we'll start next time. There. Until then.